Hi, my name is Victoria Paisano and my app is called Going Green. The problem that my app tries to solve is that many people in Miami-Dade recycle the wrong items because they are unsure of how to or which items to recycle. This results in the contamination of materials at recycling centers. According to an article published by WLRN in 2018, waste management in Miami-Dade County received material with 25% contamination. According to Southern Waste Information Exchange, the county had less than 40% traditional recycling rate in a study that was conducted. My inspiration for designing this app came from a trip to Salerno, Italy, where I noticed residents recycling and decontaminating all items. This prevented the contamination of the recycling material at recycling centers. After seeing this, I realized the lack of organization in Miami-Dade and lack of knowledge that residents have of what they should place in their recycling bins. When I first began to develop this app, I wanted to include a world waste facts counter and a map of nearby recycling centers on the home screen. I wanted to design 3 other screens: the Identify, Decontaminate, and Tip screens. The Decontaminate and Tip screens would both include information of how residents can improve their ways of recycling at home. On the Identify screen, I wanted to program 2 buttons, recyclables and non-recyclables, to navigate to a recyclables and non-recyclables screen with information of what items should be recycled or not. This UI map was useful for me to organize my ideas for the appearance of the app, but as I began to design it on Thunkable, I changed some of my original ideas. I added more images to the app on the recyclables and non-recyclables screens and an illustration to display the recyclables and non-recyclables buttons. I also decided to include buttons on these screens to navigate to additional screens describing how to recycle the items or throw them away properly through pictures, videos, and descriptions. The design of and media displayed on the app, which I edited using Adobe Lightroom and Illustrator, are used to draw users in and engage them. On Thunkable, I was able to program navigation to screens. For example, this shows that when the Identify button is pressed, the user will be navigated to the Identify screen. This button shows that when the Recyclables button is pressed, the user will be navigated to the Recyclables screen. An issue I faced was that when I programmed a back button, it wouldn't navigate to the screen that I wanted it to. In order to solve this issue, I renamed the screens in order to differentiate them and ensure that when the button was pressed, the user would be navigated to the correct screen. In the future, I may want to switch to a different programming language in order to possibly add a map showing nearby recycling centers, a calendar displaying the recycling schedule, or the current recycling rate in Miami-Dade County. On behalf of Going Green, I would like to thank Congress and the Congressional App Challenge for presenting me with this opportunity to design the app.